Hello, and welcome to NST1 Introduction to No Name Platform. I'm going to begin by introducing myself. My name is George Karabotis. Call me George, and I am a technical instructor for No Name. I've been with No Name now for the past 2.5 years, almost 2.5 years, and I'm based out of Wilmington, North Carolina nowadays. My relevant experience 14 plus years as a software developer. Okay. During those 14 plus years, I have built tons of APIs. I have used even more, so I know them pretty well. Now, somewhere in between those 14 plus years as a software developer, I choose to follow an academic career, masters, doctorates, and so on, until I realized it's not for me. And I went back being a software developer. And for the past 11 years now, a little more than 11 years, I've been working in a professional training capacity. Okay. Now, the best, of course, I have no audience to ask for an introduction, but the profile of the individual who will be best suited to attend a course like this, a module like this, will be a no-name operator, right? A security professional that operates using the no-name platform from the user interface, okay? And of course, all the tech stack that you see right underneath, the experience with, are relevant topics, right? The more experience you have programming, APIs, OWASP, right? The better suitor you're going to be for attending this module. Anybody can attend it, in all honesty, right? Anybody can attend it. The point is how much you will be able to understand at the end of the day. So the more of a background you have into APIs, into OWASP, especially the OWASP top 10 API security, the better you're going to be suited to attend this module. Okay. Right. So that's with respect to the introductions. Now there are a bunch of resources and a set of prerequisites in order to complete this course. Let's start with the available resources. You have a set of student slides. The student slides is pretty much a PDF version of the slides that I'm sharing with you right now. And again, I'm keeping the class um, very, very thin when it comes to slides. I do not want to teach with slides. Okay, so I'm only adding the information necessary for us in order to set the stage so we can go and do the exercises. Okay, so that's why you have very few slides. Um, there's a walkthrough manual. It's pretty much 40 pages long. Okay, 40 pages long. It is a PDF document that contains step-by-step instructions on how to complete the exercises that we're going to be doing together. And the exercises have the form of a walkthrough. That means that I'm leading and you are following. So the ideal scenario is you're going to request a VM. Okay, you need a VM so that you're able to complete the exercises. Click the same buttons that I click while I go through the exercises and so on. Okay, in my humble opinion, and pedagogical studies have shown that this is the best way to learn. Now, I do not know how you guys learn, right? I do not know how every individual learns. So what fits most may not fit you. So if you do not want to request a VM, that's entirely up to you, because that's the way you feel, you find that you learn the best. Okay. My advice: request a VM. How do you request a VM? Send an email to training@nonamesecurity.com. Okay. And of course, the VM contains the no-name platform, the same platform that I'm going to be sharing with you in these set of recordings so you can complete the exercises. Okay. In order to access the no-name platform, the only thing you need is access to a browser. Okay. Access to a browser and access to self-signed certificates. Okay. Because the no-name platform makes use of self-signed certificates. And I know quite a few of corporate laptops do not allow self-signed certificates. Okay. So the alternative to that is you use your personal laptop. Okay. And I know I know it's a gap, and we're working on addressing it at some point. It's not addressed yet. The other thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be integrating with a Jira account. Okay. If you're If you're listening to these recordings, that means you're taking this course in a self-paced fashion, right? So if this is a self-paced class, that means you listen to the recording and you do it on your own free time. I highly recommend you create a toy Jira account. It's very easy. It's free. Go to Atlassian, use one of your personal emails, set up an account. Okay. I will be using my own toy Jira account. And I'll explain the reasons why we need to integrate with Jira in due course. Not yet. Okay. Any questions, any issues, anything at all, always send an email to training@nonamesecurity.com. And as I said a few seconds ago, always ask if you want to get a no-name platform or if you want to get the necessary VMs to complete a particular module, a particular course, always send an email. The process is not automated yet. That's a manual portion of my job. It's again in my to-do list. The other thing I want to mention is if you complete all the necessary resources, right? You see a check mark across all the necessary resources, including the survey, and I'm including the survey in this set of prerequisites because I like your feedback. Well, if you complete all of the resources, you will be able to download a certificate. And there is a 30 question assessment quiz, repeatable as many times as you like. Okay, so you will be able to get some kind of um, attestation that you have attended and completed this course. Okay, but you have to complete everything, including the survey. What are the main objectives of this class? The main objectives of this class is to explain to you, to the extent possible in this next 4 hours or in the next set of these recordings, um, what is the no-name platform and what are the different features that are available to you from the user interface. How you can interpret the data that you see that are presented within the no-name platform. That's the main purpose. And please do not expect me that I will be reading bullet by bullet every single slide. I never done that. I'm never going to do it. What I'm going to tell you, however, is that the very first two slides the very first two bullets is all about the slides. Okay. So we're going to talk about the challenges, why API security is a must nowadays. We're going to talk about, very importantly, what is the API security scope that we are addressing. Okay. What the solution looks like. And as soon as we're done with all that, the rest of our course, the rest of the class, is going to be all about the no-name platform. We're pivoting from the slides into the no-name platform. Every time a section ends, you will see a slide that looks like this, a recording section, right? This is your visual cue. I know I'm telling you, okay, we're done. Let's move to the next section. But you need also your visual cue, right? Unfortunately, our LMS, our current provider, doesn't give us the ability to autoplay, so you can move to the next automatically, nor gives us a visual cue or a pretty clear visual cue that the recording is done, the video is done. Okay, so that's why we need a visual cue like this. Section end. You see it, move to the next. Go take a break. Whatever you feel it's more appropriate at that point in time. And with this, my good people, section end.